Hello everyone, this is Lisa Barr with messagesfromtheotherside.net. Today's Memorial Day, May 27th, 2019. It is Monday. My apologies for not getting this video out yesterday, Sunday, but I was in the middle of figuring out a bunch of computer issues, and you just kind of go down a rabbit hole when you're trying to do that. And time just flew. I just could not get to it. I think I was working on some things until about 3 in the morning. So that's why it is a day later than normal. Today I decided to choose a card from Louise Hay's Power Thought cards, the affirmations for us to use for this week. And I like it. That's a good one. Okay. It is this card. It says, there is plenty for everyone, including me. Uh-oh. There we go. I feel like I'm backwards today. I don't know. So there is plenty for everyone, including me. And then on the reverse side, it says, the ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. Okay? Whoops. I'll flip it over. Got it? There is plenty for everyone, including me. Even if you just say that affirmation all week, if you're running into whether, plenty of money, plenty of friends, plenty of food, plenty of help, right? Let's focus on the plenty. There's plenty for everyone, including me. So what you receive doesn't take away from anybody else, right? The more you receive, the more you have to give. The more money you make, the more money you can spend, thereby supporting a small business or a larger business, supporting your neighbors, ultimately supporting yourself and your family. But then, as you spend money within the community, it helps everyone. Anybody who's working relies on you and your income to support them and to feed their family. So, like I said, the more you make, the more you can spend. And it doesn't always mean that you have to be charitable. Spending money for things that you need also supports those who work at grocery stores, retail stores. They're all, if we didn't spend money, they wouldn't be able to support themselves and their families, right? So try to think of that as you're spending money. That you truly, when you spend money, you are supporting and providing for the person you're buying it from. Ultimately, sure, yes, it's going into the company, but that company or that business pays the person's salary of who you just gave the money to. That's kind of neat. It's a nice shift of perspective. I thought about that a few months ago. It might have been even longer than that. My sense of time is off. But just keep saying to yourself, there's plenty for everyone, including me. That means nobody, because you're making more money, does not mean that money is being taken away from somebody else. So don't worry about that. And then on the back, the ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. And there are so many people who really do want to support us. And I've been learning that. And I think this is also a message of receiving, of affirm the fact that it's okay to receive help, whether it's financial help, emotional help, spiritual help, physical help, somebody just opening the door for you, as you enter or exit the store. That's help, So say thank you. Make sure you say thank you if someone does that. Spread the wealth, right? That's another, there's plenty for everyone, right? Including me. Spread the wealth as well. As you receive, you'll have more to give. As you receive, and that includes love. As you receive love, even if it's, like I said, even if it's somebody opening the door, that's a sign of respect and also a sign of love. You know, saying, you know, I'd like to do this for you. Let me hold the door open for you. You've got your hands full, you know, or you've got a kids in tow and your hands full, you know, and let me open this door for you. It's being kind to another human being. So be open to receiving that. And then as you receive that, you pass it on and you give that to someone else so they can receive it, right? There's all these little micro lessons that we learn as the day goes on. And little things like that sometimes we forget. So that's a good thing. And by the way, I'm just going to mention this on the video because it's already 5 minutes. I'm going to have this short. Okay. I'm sorry. There is somebody, I've been smelling smoke yesterday and today, cigarette smoke, and it's driving me nuts. No neighbors. I've ruled out all the practical possibilities. There's no neighbors who are smoking, nobody outside, nobody walking. I don't smoke. I'm allergic to cigarette smoke. So usually spirit comes through with scents, and they know, especially with cigarette smoke, it really bothers me. So that's a good way for them to get attention to me. So I just want to say, if somebody out there has a relative who used to smoke cigarettes, who's on the other side, just know that they're trying to reach out to you, possibly through me. Since I don't have any scheduled appointments, that's why I'm doing it. I'm just giving it out to you here. I get a sense that there's a couple. There's a man and a woman. I want to say a husband and wife. The man is coming through, but the woman, I see her with, which is unusual. I don't usually also get the visual of them smoking, but there's something about the way she held her cigarette. And to me, it's a throwback of the advertisement. Was it like the 40s or 50s or something? But she's, you know, and talking and having, you know, as she's talking, she's got the cigarette in between her fingers. So if this applies to you, or you know somebody who has a loved one on the other side, please let them know, or, you know, I want you to know that that couple, probably, I'm assuming, I get the sense of like a, you know, grandparent couple, are around you, and they want you, they want you to recognize their signs that they're sending to you. So if you smell cigarette smoke, that's your loved one, one of your loved ones visiting you and trying to get your attention to say, hello, I'm here, I love you and I support you, I'm aware of what's going on. You have only to acknowledge that I'm around. And once they know that you've acknowledged their existence, then they're like, oh, great, I got their attention through this. It worked this time. Then don't be surprised if it comes up again, and, you know, at another time. And then so as soon as you smell that, you know, that cigarette smoke, you'll know it's, you know, your grandparent. In my case, just as a quick aside, in my case, I have a favorite uncle who passed away many years ago, and he smoked cigars. And it's a cherry cigar smell. It's a very distinct smell. And every so often I'll get a waft of it. And you know, I mean, like I said, there's nobody who smokes here. And especially, you know, cigars. But he used to smell those. So every so often I'll get a waft of it, and I just, oh, you know, hi, Uncle Harry, you know, and just acknowledge. That's all they want. They just want you to acknowledge that they're popping by to say hello and that they love and support you. All right? So with that, I'll leave you. And again, remember, for the affirmations this week, there is plenty for everyone, including me. All right? I send you lots of love and light. This is Lisa Barr from messagesfromtheotherside.net, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.